show I've ever had with Mike in over 20 years where everything's on free shipping. Those all disappear at midnight. And speaking of disappearing, now before we even give a presentation, what, over 100?
I mentioned this.
Right.
100 gone. Okay,
Jeez.
so $50 off on silver, which has been absolutely on fire. Wow. By the way, these are original. These are not reprinted, restruck, or redone in any way. So this is a 1921 Morgan silver dollar, a 1922 piece dollar in uncirculated condition for less than $50 a piece. So let me discuss this. So this is where it's going to be. You got to pay attention. You got to get in, and you got to get multiples. I took one of these out of the holder. Okay. Look at that coin. It looks like it was made yesterday. Isn't that spectacular?
That is so
coin
cool.
is 100 years old, folks. This coin is 100 years old. Now, I go to the nationally advertised catalog. They sell this coin for $113.
Oh, do they really?
Remember, I'm insisting you take both for $99.
Oh my gosh.
Now, they have the 1922 piece dollar, and I took some out of the holders here. There's the 1922 piece dollar as well. Now, they sell that legitimately for only $99 for that, okay? So, I mean, look at that. There's the 1922 piece dollar. Once again, brilliant uncirculated condition. Solid silver, almost 2 ounces of pure silver in here as well. I think it's spectacular. So I want to talk about this and why it's so critically important. I've sold these for 30 years, 40 years, whatever it is. I've been selling the Morgan silver dollar. This is a particularly incredibly important year for the Morgan silver dollar, and soon to be for the piece silver dollar. Notice it's the last year of issue of the Morgan silver dollar, 1921. So next year in 2021, it's 100 years old today. Yeah. It'll be the 100th anniversary next year.
Oh, sure.
The United States Mint has already announced some of the things it's going to do. Okay. They are going to reissue the Morgan silver dollar.
Oh, no kidding.
With a 2021 date. Remember like they did with the coins with the Mercury dime and the Standing Liberty quarter and the Walking Liberty half dollar where they did all the gold versions of that? They're going to do the gold version of the Morgan silver dollar. That will be absolutely, positively insane. Yeah. Based on that, coin dealers, including myself, have already started hoarding 1921 Morgan silver dollars because they are going to, I mean, the demand for those things next year are going to be absolutely, positively crazy. I think they're going to do them in gold. They might do them in platinum. They might do them in palladium. Who even knows what they're going to do? And you're getting that coin now in brilliant uncirculated for $49.95.
Are you kidding me?
Okay, so I mean, I got these in, and these are out of my private collection, if you will, because we've been literally putting these away for a year and a half or so now. So we wanted to give everybody the opportunity. And that's one of the reasons I can do the sale price. Silver's gone up fairly substantially in the last 3 or 4 months. I bought these coins as much as a year ago when silver was significantly lower. So I can still offer that. That's why we took $50 off the price. Insane. Now, in 2022, we're going to have the same exact thing, I think, with the piece dollar. Now, the first year, the piece dollar, which was a commemorative year, was 1921 as well. Oh, okay. Who knows what they're going to do with the piece dollar? Sure. They've always said they were going to do something with the Morgan silver dollar. They haven't announced the piece dollar, but the piece dollar could absolutely, positively follow suit. I don't think there's any doubt about that. What is happening here is we have a tremendous, incredible number of people on the phone for this because we have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds online. We started with, what, 1,500? At the end of the day, we've probably already sold 500 with the people on the phone. So when you look at that clock, you know, understand what this is. So people always ask me, so where do you get these? These are obviously commemoratives. They're not real. No, this is the real deal. This is 100-year-old original, brilliant uncirculated Morgan silver dollar for $49.99. Oh, this is a 99-year-old 1922 uncirculated piece dollar for $49.99. Nationally advertised catalog, $212. $212 for this pair. Now, That's $212, and they're likely to send them to you in a sandwich bag.
I was just gonna ask.
Okay,
I
now
bet.
we're going to give you the nice little box right here, and you go, well, it's kind of a cardboardy kind of box, but we've done a nice design on this. We sell these all day long for like $7.95.
Yeah.
The holders themselves are like $1 a piece for these, as you see right here. These are airtight holders is what we call them. They're made with special inert plastic, so it doesn't interact. Because if you buy your coins and put them in the wrong plastic holder, the plastic, if it has PVC in it, polyvinyl chloride, will interact with the coin and put like a green slime on the coin. It will destroy coins if you don't buy the correct holder. We make sure that it comes to you, it's ready to be presented and collected and preserved and conserved all at one time. Now, when I said we sold 500, I was counting the 500-ish people we have on the phone right now, so we can only, it's one, because here's the thing. With coins, I mean, you know, our average price is about $3 or $4 or $5 or $600. I mean, coins are expensive things.
It's money.
At $99.95, this is so approachable and so affordable with the $50 off. Keep in mind, these are silver. These are silver. Do you understand that? So these are 100%. This is almost 2 ounces of pure silver.
The melt value, for crying out loud.
It wasn't that long ago these melted for $99.
Well, I was going to say,
forget the numismatic value, forget the 100 years old, forget all of that stuff. Just the silver was that much money. Now you can see people are buying them absolutely 2 at a time, 3 at a time, 4 at a time, 5 at a time. And understand, I started with a very nice quantity.
Yeah.
I bought a lot of these coins, but given the fact with how many people are on the phone and how they're purchasing them, multiples. You have to understand. So here's what's happening. So if you're out there and you're going, okay, this is an opportunity. These are the coins. These are the coins that if you go out there to try to buy willy-nilly on the internet, these are the coins you have to worry about.
Yeah, you're right.
These are the coins that you have to buy from a reputable source. 100%. Because these are the coins, so here's the deal. They'll counterfeit these coins, particularly in China, and they'll make them in silver.
Okay.
They'll give you the silver.
All right.
What they're stealing is the numismatic value. What they're stealing is the numismatic value, which is considerable. If you look at the nationally advertised catalog, the silver, the numismatic value of these coins from the catalog standpoint is $165, okay? The silver value is about 40.
Right.
Okay? So they'll give you the 40 and steal from this 170. And I'm not saying these guys will sell you authentic coins as well, this particular. So remember when I told you I was a little 12-year-old paper boy?
Yeah.
Okay, I bought from these people.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh, yeah, when I was 12.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So I know that sounds like a lot, 960, 958, but we have literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people.
To put this in perspective, we have almost as many people calling or shopping in the various forms of ordering as we do have quantity left. Now, the caveat to that is those of you who are shopping close to the number of quantity that we have left are not buying 1, they're buying 2, they're buying 3, some people are buying 4 or 5. So the problem being, yeah, the quantity left is interesting to see, but you got to remember, we could almost consider this gone if we factor into how people
but they could be buying
this
some of the other coins, so we want to get a little bit closer.
Okay.
We want to bet it. And look, I'll bring these back at $149.
Right.
You know, so if you don't, if you got the $50 to throw away, I mean, that's good on you. You can wait. But if you don't, you know, you really need to take advantage of it. HSN.com, great place to go with this.
For sure.
We will keep you updated on this. I know it says 900 left, but with the number of people we have on the phone, that may well be it.
All right, so I would definitely recommend that you do that. I can't encourage you enough, because I know we process a lot of information from Mike, but no kidding, with almost as many people calling as we do have quantity remaining, we are honoring the free shipping now, we are honoring the sale price now, we are honoring the flex pay now.
I forgot about the free shipping.
And I think that's also a nice incentive, though, just because people are definitely buying more than one. I mean, hey, it all adds up. I mean, it all adds up. So definitely do it now if you can. So only about a half an hour left with Mike. He is our king of coins. He's been doing this better.